The world of hypercars has always been a battlefield for ultimate speed, design brilliance, and engineering perfection. But in 2026, the war for supremacy has reached a new level. On one side stands the legendary Bugatti Chiron, the definition of refined power and timeless luxury. On the other, the fierce Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, the technological masterpiece born purely for speed and innovation. Both cars represent the pinnacle of human achievement on four wheels. But only one can claim the crown of the ultimate 2026 hypercar. Let's begin with the Bugatti Chiron. Even years after its debut, the Chiron continues to evolve, now featuring subtle but powerful upgrades for the 2026 edition. It's a symbol of prestige and precision, powered by an 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine that produces a mind-bending 1,600 horsepower in the Super Sport variant. That's enough to catapult it from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.3 seconds, with a top speed electronically limited to around 440 kilometers per hour, though the Chiron has the potential to go even faster. The design of the Chiron remains unmistakably Bugatti, smooth, elegant, and aerodynamic. Its horseshoe grille and C-shaped bodyline remain iconic, but the 2026 model has refined aerodynamics, lighter carbon fiber components, and improved cooling systems. Every curve on the Chiron serves a purpose, not just beauty. The massive rear diffuser and active rear wing work together to balance downforce and drag, allowing the car to remain stable even at 400 kilometers per hour. Inside, the Chiron is a masterpiece of craftsmanship. The cabin blends luxury and speed like no other. Hand-stitched leather, brushed aluminum, and carbon fiber fill the interior, while the center console flows elegantly down the dashboard like a piece of art. Unlike many modern hypercars obsessed with digital screens, the Chiron remains refreshingly analog. With real dials, tactile buttons, and an overall design that makes you feel like you're piloting a jet. But while Bugatti's Chiron is the king of elegance and brute force, Koenigsegg's Jesko Absolut is a pure, no-compromise engineering monster designed to shatter records. Christian von Koenigsegg built this machine with one purpose: to become the fastest car the world has ever seen. Under the hood, the Jesko Absolut features a 5.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, capable of producing up to 1,600 horsepower on E85 biofuel. What makes it truly insane is the weight, just around 1,300 kilograms, significantly lighter than the Chiron. The Jesko's power-to-weight ratio is off the charts, giving it lightning-fast acceleration and an estimated top speed of over 500 kilometers per hour, a number that still feels almost unreal. The 2026 Jesko Absolut introduces even more aerodynamic refinement. Unlike the track-focused Jesko Attack, the Absolute version ditches massive wings and splitters to reduce drag. Its teardrop shape is near-perfect in aerodynamic efficiency, with a drag coefficient of just 0.278. Every surface has been sculpted for one purpose: slicing through air resistance at unimaginable speeds. The interior of the Jesko is surprisingly luxurious, yet minimalistic. The cabin is filled with Alcantara, exposed carbon fiber, and precision engineering touches. The steering wheel features small screens that rotate with it, displaying essential information like speed and gear selection. A tiny detail that shows just how obsessive Koenigsegg is about driver engagement. Both cars feature cutting-edge technology, but their philosophies couldn't be more different. The Bugatti Chiron focuses on effortless, stable, luxurious speed. It's a grand tourer that just happens to be one of the fastest machines on Earth. You could drive it across Europe in comfort, with every mile feeling like silk. Meanwhile, the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut is pure adrenaline. designed for the driver who wants to flirt with the edge of physics every time they hit the accelerator. When comparing performance, the numbers tell a story, but they don't capture the emotion. The Chiron's W16 engine delivers torque like a tidal wave, with 1,600 Newton-meters on tap, delivered through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and an intelligent all-wheel drive system. Launch control takes care of the rest, ensuring brutal but controlled acceleration. The Jesko, on the other hand, uses Koenigsegg's revolutionary 9-speed light-speed transmission, which can shift between any gear instantly. No sequential limitation. This means the car is always in the perfect gear, ready to unleash power the moment you even think about accelerating. Combined with rear-wheel drive and an ultralight carbon monocoque chassis, the Jesko feels sharper, wilder, and far more connected to the road. But the hypercar experience isn't just about straight-line speed. It's about control, balance, and emotion. The 2026 Bugatti Chiron delivers incredible stability even at extreme speeds. Its all-wheel drive, active aerodynamics, and adaptive suspension make it a master of high-speed cruising and cornering comfort. It's an engineering symphony. Everything works in harmony, allowing the driver to experience unimaginable speed with composure. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, however, is raw and untamed. Its steering is razor-sharp, its throttle response immediate, and its aerodynamic body keeps it glued to the ground even at insane speeds. It's not designed for comfort. It's designed for domination. Both brands represent different ends of the hypercar spectrum. Bugatti, with its heritage of luxury and prestige, is about timeless beauty and stability. Koenigsegg, the maverick innovator, is about pushing boundaries and redefining what's possible. The Chiron is a luxury bullet. The Jesko is a rocket with wheels. When it comes to innovation, Koenigsegg might have the edge. The Jesko S engine features revolutionary technology like a flat-plane crankshaft that weighs just 12 kilograms and can rev up to 8 to 500 RPM. The advanced transmission and lightweight carbon body push automotive engineering to its absolute limit. Bugatti, however, balances innovation with art. The 2026 Chiron's engine remains one of the most complex power plants ever built, with 16 cylinders and 4 turbochargers that deliver relentless power with buttery smoothness. It's a showcase of what happens when precision engineering meets elegance. In real-world usability, the Chiron is more approachable. Its ride quality, comfort, and everyday drivability make it surprisingly civilized. The Jesko Absolut, while technically street-legal, is a different animal. More at home on closed tracks and long, empty runways where it can stretch its legs. Price is another defining factor. The 2026 Bugatti Chiron Super Sport costs around $3.5 million, while the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut starts closer to $3 million, depending on customization. But these numbers hardly matter. Both are beyond the realm of practicality and live in the world of dreams. If the Chiron is the king of grand touring hypercars, the Jesko is the god of speed. Both are at the pinnacle of automotive engineering, but they serve different masters. The Chiron gives you power with comfort, control with confidence, and prestige with perfection. The Jesko gives you power with chaos, control with danger, and a feeling that you're taming a force of nature. As we move into 2026, the rivalry between Bugatti and Koenigsegg defines what the hypercar world has become. Not just about speed, but about identity. One represents history, the other innovation. One whispers its power, the other screams it. In the end, the question is not which is faster or better. It's which speaks to your soul. The Bugatti Chiron is the gentleman racer's dream. elegance in motion. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut is the rebel's fantasy. Untamed speed, unleashed. Two machines, two philosophies, one goal: to be the fastest, most exhilarating cars ever built. The 2026 Hypercar Face-Off proves one thing: the limits of speed and engineering are not defined by machines, but by the imagination of those who build them. And as long as brands like Bugatti and Koenigsegg exist, the future of hypercars will continue to defy what we believe is possible.